Yo! People, hello there. This is 80 on the Thomas, the co-founder of 80 Artist Pictures Limited and the creator of Mobebuds. And this is a very special video today as something good has come up, and I'm pleased to say that my channel has grown fully. And today I'm doing a sketch out of one of my kids that I created. So, as I'm making this video, for the purpose of this video, the reason I'm doing this is because there's been rumours going around about me talking behind my back. There are people talk about me behind my back saying that my drawings are traced and copied, when that isn't the case. Just for the record, that I am the creator of Mobebuds, formerly known as London Mobile Buddies. Now, for some of you, what Mobebuds is a small word for mobile buddies. They're basically part mobile phones and part creatures. So today I'm going to be drawing Bulkey, the main mascot of Mobebuds. So as you can see, what you see in front of you is just a blank piece of paper, and nothing's at the back there as well. So what I'm going to show you, how I draw my Mobebud characters on hand, because the purpose of this video is because, once again, people have been talking about me behind my back saying that all my drawings are traced, but that isn't the case. So this is when I'm going to prove them wrong. So visualize how I do my drawings. Now, you may be wondering how I create my characters. Well, the way I make my characters, I first start drawing the eyes first. So to do that, I then draw a thick straight line as it goes along. Some little light strokes, and if it gets heavy, I rub it out just to get rid of the guidelines. Once I'm happy with it, I can then draw the two crosses like this. And the reason I'm doing like this is because I can widen the eyes a bit. So the way I draw those South Park eye shapes, I do it like this. So it's an upside down cross. You've got to draw the eyes for the Mobebud characters. So if you're planning to do Mobebud characters, always draw the eyes first before its features. As you can see, what I'm drawing is Bulkey. Now, for the eyes. First, you start by making a bird's flying wing, like this. You look like a blind bird in the background flying in the seaside, or when you're drawing like this, something in the cartoons and all that. You make this sort of shape like right here. That's the sort of shape we're doing. And you've got to do the same upside down for the bottom, like this. The reason I did it like that is because it's a straight guide. And if you make a mistake, just do it again, because this part down will be rubbing out. Like that. That's how it's done. Now, what I do is I put a dot here and a dot there where that line sits, because what I'm doing is I can curve to its mark right down here. So what I do is I do a gentle little stroke like that, all the way. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake, just focus where the line and dot meets. So that's how I draw my characters, like this. And the other, you do the same for this one. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, just if you do it correctly, the better. As it go along, so it's a bit of a rush drawing, but I can clear that out later. If you make a mistake of drawing these sort of characters like that, you can always rub them out when you need to. because that's what I do. And I usually do this off camera before I start putting the camera on to do my final piece of drawing. And what I do is, after I've made the characters out of the pencil, I then cover it with a felt tip pen, a black felt tip pen, and then I colour it with a group of colouring pencils. So once you've done your eyes, you got to make sure it's in the right shape. Once you're satisfied with the shape of its eye, you can then rub out the inside. You can erase them. There you go. So just a little swatch just to mix it meet. No one's perfect. Even professors are not perfect. So there you go. That's how you draw the eye. Bits together. It's like two egg shapes together, clamped together. Then you get an eraser. Excuse me. You get an eraser, and then you rub the guideline off. There you go. Neat. Nice one right there. And for the thing there too. Now usually when I draw these characters, it takes me 30 minutes or an hour to get its detail done. And once I get this detail done, I can then sort out the final process of colouring it in. So that's the shape of the eye. Let me just cross that in. There you go. Now, what I do is I decide to do what's next after I draw the eyes. Either I can draw the jaw or its forehead first. So what I do is I'll draw a line. Once I'm satisfied with the line, I then put a little line there, so where the faces meet, the other lines meet to make a jaw part. So one here, that's its cheek part, and one here. And then you carefully go around gently. Gently does it. Doesn't have to be too perfect, but every now and again when I draw these characters, I sometimes make a mistake and I rub them out. And the same goes to the other side as well. Just do it in your own time. Doesn't have to be in a rush. See, you've got to have precision. You can't rush art when you're doing something like this professionally. So take your time as much as you need if you want to get this perfectly detailed correctly. Once you're satisfied, you can then move the thing there, but there's another way to do that. You see, if I leave it like this and with a line, you know what? These line parts here, that will help me to draw the buck teeth and the mouth. So what I do is I use this part here and I draw a little triangle to make the buck teeth. Like so. Just like that. And underneath, you draw a line there. That's when you draw the buck teeth. And then for the sides, right there. That's the two marks there. Once you stop it, you then make another shape that makes the line here. That's how you make its buck teeth. I know it's not perfect, but I can do it again to meet its shape. I can get that rubbed out in my own time. There you go. and get rid of the line part, because as you know, some Moby bug characters don't have noses, and Bulkey is one of the most characters. He doesn't have a nose, but he has a mouth and some teeth. And how I got the inspiration of Bulkey? Well, let's just say I got out from Cuddles from Happy Tree Friends, alongside Pikachu from Pokemon, Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog, and Wolverine from the X-Men. Now, the way I made Bulkey is he's full on mobile phone and part Wolverine. And you guys need to learn something, that Wolverine is not just a superhero, it's basically an animal, and it's part of the weasel family. And Wolverines in their wild time, they do eat rabbits. So Bulkey is the Cuddles, is the HCF Cuddles of Mobebuds. He's the exact opposite of Bulkey. He's dark colour yellow. He's ambient yellow. So what I've done is these curved parts. What I've done, that's his cheeks, and I always do that. I'll come to the pupils in a minute. Now for their forehead, what I do is you make a shape like a bucket. You do it nice and gently, like that. Do it as much as in your own time as you please, just like that. And please forgive me for what I speak. For some of you don't know, I'm autistic with an Asperger's syndrome, so I'm not always going to be correct with anything. But this is how I create my drawings, my own characters and my own speed drawings. So once you have this nice little square shape, even if you make a mistake, just do it a number of times until you get its full position right, like I'm doing there. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Not all professionals are perfect. That's what you got to learn. It's all part of the living and learning process. So, little line there. This will help you, guide you to match its shape of its face. And once you're happy with it, you can then go draw in the horizon on top of his head. So to do that, I put a little bit line up, and then I go through this little bit here. That's its guide for the top of his head. That I'm going to erase for the simple fact I'm going to draw its ears, its spiky pointy ears. Now Bulkey is based on the real Nokia mobile phone called the Nokia N650, which came out in 2002. And the original Nokia N650, the colour of that phone is actually greyish green. It's the first Symbian slider phone which came out in 2002, and Bulkey is based on that phone. And when I looked at the phone from Nokia, it sort of reminds me of Wolverine, its face of it, the shape of it. So I thought, why would I just make fun of the phone itself and make it into a really wacky part person and part creature and part machinery character. And some of the Nokia phones remind me of South Park characters, and that got me to create mobile phone, part human, part being and part mobile phones. And when I watched Happy Tree Friends back in 2008, that's another cartoon from London Media Incorporated. It gave me another inspiration, and that got me to create London Mobile Buddies, as now it's named as Mobebuds. So since I cleared all the lines, what I'm doing is I'm drawing its ears. That's its ear part right there. And as you know, Wolverines have smaller ears. So just like that. Then you draw its head very gently. Once you're satisfied, you can then wrap out this part here. But as I go along it, got to make sure it meets. I know it's not perfect, but I've got to do it again just to make sure the lines meet well. And there you go. The lines meet well. So, rub out this part here. Make sure it's cleaned. Without no smudges on there. Clean on top here. Now, I can draw its detail now. So, what I did Bulkey is like this. I first start drawing the outer colour of his features. He's mainly yellow, ambient yellow. All you do is do a chain crystal. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be rushed. But make sure if you want to make your character look correct, always make it perfectly correct. Then you draw its head part, which is his part yellow head. Now, as you know, as Mobebuds characters compared to Happy Tree Friends, they have less characters than my drawing characters that I created. I made a ton of Mobebuds characters. Both of them are modern. Now, back in my previous decades, I made London Mobebuds as classical characters. Bulkey was among the characters that are classic, but this one that I'm drawing here, this is a modern Bulkey I'm doing. So that's this white part, and to draw its signature mark, I guide it with a nice circle. That will help me guide where the two lightning logos put together, where they meet. So to draw the lightning, what I did is I draw the line here and here. And then I do another one just like it, right here and right here. Then the little triangle part, the spiky part, you do it like here and right there. Right here and right there. Now in the digital one, I cut the little piece right there, but as I draw by hand, it's a bit different. So once you have this, you can then draw the two little dots in between here and here, and then the big final part is its logo. A round shaped circle around the two lightnings. Here you go. This is my first time giving you guys a tutorial how you can draw my style making the characters. And there you have it, the shape of Bulkey's head. Now to draw the pupils. Now, the way I draw the pupils, according to Happy Tree Friends, their eyes are straight up black, but I did mine with the classical Bulkey characters of London Mobebuds. But with modern Bulkey, it's a bit different, so I do the same again, but this time within the pupils I draw the shine to it and its inner colour of his eyes, which is mainly blue. So what I did is, you first draw the top part of the pupil and the bottom half. Once you're satisfied with it, you can then draw a nice oval shape. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but 9 times out of 10 I can make mistakes with these eyes. And again for this one, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, but this is how I make my characters that way, by hand. With digital, I spent a lot of time using Adobe Animate, which used to be called Adobe Flash at the time. And that's how you draw the pupils. And the same goes to this one. That will help you guide where the eyes goes. So for Pac-Man eyes, all I did is make a nice, I put a dot in the middle to make a nice triangle side like this that will meet here, and another one down here. There you go. And then you roll up this part, because this lower part here, that's its inner eye colour. And to do that, the top part is the shine part, and the lower part is its inner eye colour, its inner pupil eye colour. So to do that, all I do is do that, and then I slowly make a nice curved part here, and I'll do another one here that will eventually meet the last point here. And for the shine part, there you go, a nice circle right there, and you can get rid of the guide part. And that's how you draw Bulkey's eyes, all the Moby bug carrier's eyes. You can do another one right here. Again, top part here and lower part here. And then you draw this part here. There you go. Like this, just gently meet it. And if you make a mistake, you can always make it larger a bit. Here you go. That's how you draw the pupils of the Moby bug carrier eyes. But just do like cat eyes. But that's how I draw them. I draw them narrowly. They're called narrow pupil eyes. I draw them. They used to have a round eye, but now I changed into pupils. And the reason for that is because one of the people that in my hometown in London really liked the shape of the eyes, and they reminded them as cat eyes. So the cat eyes will have cool features. So cool features of their eyes. So I did the same as that. Oh, I made a little mistake there as I talk along. Excuse me. Let me get rid of that part. Like I said again, not all professionals are perfect. Sometimes they make a mistake, and I'm always that perfect. But you got to make sure it meets right there. Right there. Yeah, meet together. Control, get rid of the guide. And if that rubs out the other eye there, that you can always go back and get it covered up. Like so. That will help you. Now, again, the shine of its eye, I always leave it white after I colour it in. Then you join the meeting part of the inner eye pupil. I always meet that with the inner pat band eye, and that's where you meet it. There you go. That's Bulkey's face right there. Now for the body, all I do is do a nice bucket shape. It does look like a beer glass. Do I do? So Bulkey's got a big head, and it's small body. And just for the sake of this video, the way I make my characters, they don't have a neck. Their bodies meet their face, and that's when I draw its arms next to the body and the face together. So once I've done my body, I then draw the hands. Now to draw the hands, all I do is I make the arms first. So that's how I draw the arms. Stuffy little narrowed arms. And for the gloves, the way I do them is like this. Give it a good perspective of going around it. And then you do another one again. This is just this glove part, which will be covered in black. And now for the hands. I have them clenched as a fist, so what I do is I draw the thumb first. That's its thumb. And now for its fingers, I usually draw 4 fingers. Like this, right there. There you go. And for its arm twist part, right there. And I can do the other side, but this time I'm going to have Bulkey waving at you. So, as a thank you for the 1K subscriber special. So, thanks for the 1K subscribers! As you know, I'm the voice of Bulkey. And I even do the evil wiki voice. Yeah! Thanks for the 1K subscribers! So, again, that's its arm lifting up. I then draw its guide for the tilt of the arm. And now I'll draw the glove part. That's its glove beat there. And then you draw another side for the glove. Or I can give Bulkey the thumbs up, which I can do within the purpose of this video. But to do that, I'll then draw its part of the hand and a nice curve of the thumb saying give thumbs up. Now for the fingers, all I do is draw this part here and around it goes. Like that. That's how you draw a great finger. And you do another one. And another one. His little pink at the end. And that's how you draw his nice hand and his glove. And if you wanted to, you could put his little palm shape right there. And I can do the same for the legs. Now Bulkey has, usually Classic Bulkey doesn't have a tail back in the years ago, but now he has that. Now that I draw them since 2008, and I keep editing the videos last year. You can go see that if you wish. What I'm doing is I'm drawing its legs. Again, it's just like, it's similar to the arms. You do again like this. And you do another one for there as well. That's you draw its legs. And now for its feet. Now, as you know, in Happy Tree Friends, Cuddles wears bunny slippers, but Bulkey wears red chameleon slippers, and he's awfully fast. So he has his own human abilities, but he's way faster than the humans. So you'll get to see his in action very soon. So that's how I draw his feet. You got to guide it a bit, because what I'm going to do with that guide is to draw his slippers. So the way I've done it is, it's very simple. I draw its feet first. I leave it like this, and then I can draw its slippers like this. That's the eye of the chameleon, like that. Its forehead part and its other eye part as well. And then you can draw its snout of the slippers. And its cheek right there, it goes down, it points right there. Leave a little mark and then draw around him. And that's how you make Bulkey's slippers. And then just add a little wing to it. You can roll out the inside of the feet as a guide. And then you can cover that up. You can then do the same for the other feet. Now for its eyes, just gently give it a good, big, cute, shiny eyes. And usually its pupils are orange with a little white shine to it. That's its shine right there. And this lower part here is its orange pupils. And for the nose, again, that's its nose part, the nostrils. And that's its heel part. And now for the wings. The wing part, just make a nice, good looking 6 shape. They're all shaped like a 6. You can get rid of the inside. A swirly 6 should do it. What about this side as well? Because what I'm about to do is the nice 6 shape. Like that. That's how you draw this. And then you can draw the wing part. Like a nice candle fire shape. Like sort of like a leaf shape sort of thing. And that's how you draw Bulkey's chameleon slippers. And that's his line part of the feet, because I'm doing like a robotic feet like. Again, you do the same for the other side of the feet now, but make sure you guide your feet first before you add any shoe features to it. That's the guide of the feet. And again, draw its slippers. Again, you draw its eye first, its outer eye. Right shape, draw its forehead. And another eye again. And its snout. Like that, and go round the feet there, round the feet, and draw his cheeks again, go around until you reach this outer part here, and then go around it, and that's how you draw the other side of the slipper. Just rubbing out the guide of the feet there. It's good to erase sort of things for when you're doing these professional characters like this here. If you want to get it done right, you have to take precision and time to create these sort of things, and you cannot rush it. So take all the time you need when you're making all these characters by hand. And again, you draw its nostrils. And then you draw its heel part. Again, I'm going to draw its wing on the side of his feet. Again, make a 6 shape. Sorry, I got my wee account. It's making that noise on my phone. As you rub out the part here, make sure you get it correct. It doesn't have to be super perfect, but there you go. Once I've done that, make a nice 6 shape here. Then you draw the leaf shape of the wing like this. Doesn't have to be too perfect, but And that's how you draw Bulkey. And the last part is his triangle part. So this is his guide here and his guide there. Now I draw its tail. Now some of you may think my Bulkey's tail is similar to Pikachu's tail. Now Pikachu, the male Pikachu, is pointed end of his tail isn't spiky, but Bulkey is. So what I do with his tail, I do it like this, and here you go along again, make a thundery lightning looking tail, and then slowly go through it like this. I also do the same for Guanapire. Guanapire is the opposite of Bulkey. He is the arch rival of Bulkey. He's sort of similar, like a Shadow the Hedgehog sort of thing character. And you can draw his red part here, and that's where you make Bulkey's tail. Now the last part is his body part. So what I do is I draw a shape of his feature number phone feature on its body. I draw the guide, shaped like a shield part. That's his tummy part. Like that. And also I draw his tie. To do that, I draw a little bit here. This part here, since his butt tip is closed, you won't see his full tie, but you will see his part of it. That's where you saw his tie. That's his wrap up one. And to go along here is down below. He doesn't have to make it too perfect, his tie, but at least you'll know how it's done. And that's its tie. You can rub out its features there. And now for the details of the body. So even though that this part here is white, it goes around down here, because like I said, he's like a Nokia 650 phone, which is mainly a green phone. But with my character Bulkey, he's actually yellow, ambient yellow. So that's how you draw that. You draw his button piece. This bit here, that's his Sabian menu piece. And for the number part, for his button part, is right there. A nice curve. Now in this bit in the middle, since his tie's covered, is a round circle. He doesn't wear a tie, but when he wears a tie you don't even see the round circle. So these part here, that's his number part. And if you wanted to, just put a little feature like that, because that's what he looks like. And there you go. That's how you draw. Oh, one more thing. Some spots on his tie, because he wears spots on his tie. The same goes to his buddy pet lizard Brario. And there you go. A picture of Bulkey. Let me just rub out its butt teeth. I know it's a bit of a state. And there you go. That's how you draw Mobebuds character, the main mascot of the series, Bulkey. That's what he looks like. Bulkey. There you go. I'll put down the date, which is the 30th of March. We're almost coming to the end because Thursday is April 1st. April's Fool's Day. There you go. Now you will witness how I colour my character. So once you see something like this from the first part of my speed drawing videos, you get something like this as my pencil drawings. And then I cover it with a felt tip. So watch how I try colouring my characters, and this will be fast motioned, so you'll not hear my voice, but you can hear my music as I go along to create a final piece. Watch me how I draw my character. Well, there you have it, folks. That's how you draw Bulkey. And I did that all today. That was the one I showed you and how it's done. Excuse me. Anyway, I just want to thank each and every one of you for reaching me up to 1K subscribers at long last. Just like my other last channel that I last had, Mr. 800 Thomas, but that one didn't go so well. But with this one now that I'm on, 800 Thomas with 1K subscribers. And you guys came in full swing to support me, looking after my channel, go through the good times and the shit times. But we got it through it all. But the journey doesn't stop there. And because I'm on 1K subscribers, with bigger numbers comes great responsibility. So, as I'm taking a big step to the YouTube big journey, my own YouTube big journey, I'm going to remain humble and not follow the same procedure as those big other channels in the future. So, I need to keep myself to myself, be humble, and stay cool. And if anyone wants to criticize me and my work, they can. You can take my videos as much as you like. I don't care no more. I'm past caring with these haters. I don't care. Because I just shown you right now that I can draw my characters. And that's what you saw today, what you have witnessed. That was not a trace. That was 100% real. And I can draw. And I've been studying that drawing for years. But I'm not that powerful. I'm not the greatest artist ever. I'm just the average, normal artist destined to continue on building my legacy and my history of all the drawings I've made in the past and present and the main future ahead until the very day I die. So thank you for the 1K subscribers. This is the first big step to the bigger YouTube journey. And I've got to remain humble as this journey goes forth. This is just the beginning of the fairway to success. Thank you for being with me on this long journey, but the bigger journey is just ahead of us. Let's get there. In time it will get there. All I need to do is remain consistent. And as it stands, next year I'm going to be posting 2 videos a day. And I'm being quite deadly serious this time. So you know what, I'm really thankful for you people for supporting me, writing down comments on a number of my videos. Each time you put a comment on one of my videos, I will reply it. Every last one of them. Even if I get some hate comments and trolling comments, if I get too much, I'll block them. But thank you so much, you guys, once again for the 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for the 1K. Now, I'm not going to ask you people to subscribe, but if you like the content what I produce, then feel free to join my journey as part of the AT BroKnight army on this YouTube channel. Most people say give it a comment, a like and subscribe, but me, I'm not going to say that anymore. You know why? Because I'm going to let you decide. Even though there are so many professional content creators out there that can do better than me, I don't care. But what I can do is to continue on providing you feels what you need out of me that suits you best. That's all that matters. And with my numbers, this is my responsibility on how I handle things. And like I said when I made that 500 subscriber special, I've got to be careful on what I'm doing on YouTube, because my biggest fear only is those commentators. And they like to and these commentators are like to drag people's reputation down. As part of the motivation that I have learnt, that when you climb the biggest mountain to success, the more people that will hate you, that will plan to drag you down. The higher you climb, the more people that you will have trying to drag you down with their level of hatred, their trolling, and their inability of destructive criticism and constructive criticism. Excuse me. But you only have a choice for when you are big on YouTube. It's best not to be arrogant. It's best not to be a narcissistic drama king or drama queen. You just gotta have to go through the lines. We all gotta get hate for when we become bigger and successful. But this is my channel. I gotta take full responsibility on how I handle things. So I want to thank you guys for your support, and I will continue to provide more videos for you guys on a daily basis. Okay, I gotta go now. The time now is 5 o'clock. It's Tuesday, the 30th of March. We're almost coming to the end of the 3rd month. We're almost at April now, which is coming on Thursday, which is April Fool's Day. So that's it. Thank you once again. This is Mr. AT. Let the big YouTube journey begin. Starting now. Peace out. Stay awesome to the max. Thanks for the 1K subscribers. Mr. 80 out.
This is the home of AT Andrei Thomas, the official 2021 season.